pennies, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Doggies Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, it looks as though Lum and Abner have acquired themselves a baby, whether they want one or not. Yesterday, just as they were about to take the baby into the county seat to turn him over to the authorities, they received a mystery note. It warned them not to hand the baby over to the police or communicate with the police in any way. It was signed by the Black Pelican. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jot-'em-Down store and library. The baby is sound asleep in the feed room, and Abner is just entering. Listen.
Yeah, morning, Lum.
Oh, morning, Abner.
All right, Doggies, I'm afraid this is going to be another hot day.
Yeah, starting out that way, all right.
Oh, hot all night long, too. I just rolled and tossed.
Roll and toss.
Yeah, never did get to sleep hardly. Of course, part of it was on account of Grandpappy snoring so loud and talking in his sleep.
Oh, are you still staying over to the Spears' place?
Yeah, I can't stand to go home without Elizabeth and little Pearl there long. I tell you, if I don't get a hearing from my woman today, I don't know what I'm going to do. Might do something desperate, I don't know.
Well, you'll hear from her one of these days soon. She can't stay away much longer, I don't think.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean that she's just as lonesome for you as you are for her. Maybe even more so. I bound you she'd just give anything to be home right this minute.
Well, why don't you come on home, then?
'Cause she's a woman, that's why.
Huh?
You see, if she done that, Abner, she'd feel like she's admitting that she done wrong and leaving you.
She would, huh?
Well, sure. Women folks always hate to admit they've made a mistake.
Well, is she aiming on staying away the rest of her life just on account of that?
No. What she'll more likely do is let you find out somewhere or other whereabouts she's at so that you'll write to her and tell her to please come home right away, and then she'll come a-flying. You just wait and see.
Well, I wish she'd hurry up and do it then. Tell you, Lum, I need her awful bad. That baby we got needs her, too. Whereabouts is the baby? Back in the feed room?
Yeah, I borrowed a little crib for him from the widow Abernathy.
Well...
All her young'uns has outgrowed it. Cedric brung it over early this morning.
Well, how does he like the crib?
Oh, all right, I reckon.
He did?
It'll take him a little time to get used to it, of course.
Why, sure. Well, I'd just love to see him.
Well, don't go back there and look at him now. He's asleep.
Oh.
You might wake him up.
Yeah.
I had an awful hard time getting him to go to sleep.
He did, huh? Well, I won't go back right now, then. Have you got any more notes from that Black Pelican today?
No, none since that one we found stuck in the screen door.
Reckon who that Black Pelican is, Lum?
I don't know. I've been studying the writing in that note, but I don't recognize the hand.
You don't, huh?
Ain't nobody that's ever wrote to us before, I'm sure of that.
Well, now, why do you reckon the Black Pelican don't want us to give the baby to the police, or, fact is, even tell them about it?
I don't know, but that part of it seems awful curious to me.
Oh, yes, it does.
There's bound to be something unlegal about this, or else they wouldn't be so scared of the police.
Well, do you reckon it's one of them kidnapping cases like you said the other day?
Well, I don't know. I've been studying about that some more. I sort of doubt that, Abner.
You do, huh?
That woman had come in here and left the baby appeared like such a nice lady. Just don't seem possible that she'd be mixed up in no such a thing as that.
Well, no, but them's the kind that always fools a feller, though, Lum. Them innocent-looking kind.
Yeah, that's so, but
Oh, yeah.
still, she didn't look like the type.
You reckon she could be the Black Pelican?
Oh, no. That note was wrote by a man. I'm not nice sure of that.
Well, I don't see how you can tell whether it's wrote by a man or whether... Well, for the land's sakes.
What's the matter?
Look what's hanging on the wall back there by the feed room door, Lum. Look back there.
Huh?
Ain't that a woman's dress there?
Oh, that. Yeah, that's what it is. It's one of them Mother Hubbards.
Well, how'd it get here in the store? Have you hired some woman to take care of the baby?
No, I ain't hired no woman.
Well, how did that Mother Hubbard get there then?
Listen, Abner, if I tell you, will you promise not to tell nobody?
Why, no, I won't tell a soul. Honest, cross my heart. Does the dress belong to that Black Pelican, Lum?
No, of course not. It belongs to me.
To you?
Well, it actually belongs to Uncle Henry Lunsford's woman, but I'm the one that's wearing it.
You mean you're wearing a woman's dress?
Well, now, don't laugh. I just do it to keep the baby from crying.
Huh?
See, whenever he starts fussing, I put on that dress and that bonnet there, and as soon as he sees me in that outfit, he stops crying right away.
Oh, he does, huh?
Yeah. More likely he thinks I'm his mama then.
His mama? Why, you don't look nothing like her, Lum. She ain't got no mustache. Or at least, she never had one the day she come in the store here.
Well, it's just a general idea of the dress and the bonnet that does it, I think. I don't let him see my face very much. I keep that sunbonnet down over my face.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. Yeah. I do know that's a good one. Put it on once. Let me see how you look in it.
No, I ain't gonna do it.
Well, come on now. Just put it on for a minute. I'd love to see you in that get-up.
No, Abner, I said I weren't gonna do it.
Oh, now, please do it, Lum. Pretty please.
No,
Come on.
No, that dress is just to be used in case of an emergency.
Emergency?
I hope there ain't no emergencies comes up when you're here.
Well, if you don't do it, I reckon you won't. I would just love to see you rigged up in that outfit, Lum.
Abner, this ain't no laughing matter. Raising a young'un is serious business.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to do a scientific job of it, that's all.
Yeah, huh?
Average papa and mama would never stop to figure out things like this. But I just happen to be over average, so natural I study up the scientific way. The scientific way.
Emergency, Lum, emergency.
He'll stop crying in just a second. I know he will.
Well, it don't sound like it to me, Lum.
Well, just give him time. He'll quiet right down.
Well, Lum, you better get your outfit on now. He's set for a good long cry. I can tell. I know he is. Go on now. Go on.
You promise you won't tell nobody about this?
Well, no, of course not. Here, I'll get off the hook for you. How do you put it on? Just over your head?
That's the way I've been doing it.
Here.
Well, let go of it, Abner. I can do this better by myself.
Well, hurry up before he cries his little eyes out. Here's your bonnet now. Put that on, too.
Well, give me time.
Go ahead.
There. How'd I look?
Let's see. Lum, you're the silliest looking one human I ever seen in my whole life.
Abner, I told you not to laugh. I'm just doing this for the baby.
Oh,
The only way to stop him from... Wait a minute. I believe he stopped, ain't he?
Yeah, I believe he has. Doggy, this works pretty good, you know it. He don't even need to see you in it. All you have to do is just put it on. He stops crying.
Well, I can take it off now. Here, help me, Abner.
Yeah. Look out, Lum. There comes Grandpappy Spears.
Oh,
Look
my
out.
goodness. Well, hurry up. Get this thing off. I'll be the laughing stocks of the whole
Well, here,
town.
wait a minute. You ain't got time to get it off. Just stand there with your back towards him like you was a customer, and I'll get shut of him quick as I can, Lum.
Yeah, well, hurry up.
Mind it. Turn.
Yeah, howdy.
Come in, Grandpap.
How are you, Abner?
Oh, just fine. We're awful busy today, though. Maybe you better come back some other time.
No, that's all right, Abner. I won't bother you a bit. I just come over to read to the baby.
To read to him? Now, Grandpap, that baby's too young to understand reading.
Yeah, come over to read to him. I got a dandy magazine, too.
Oh, my.
You'll just love it. It's a true story magazine.
True story?
Yes, sir. It's a wonderful magazine, Abner. Interesting articles in there for him.
Yes, huh?
Yeah, I never miss it myself, and I know he'll enjoy it. Whereabouts is the little Dickens at? Back in the feed room?
Yeah, now listen, Grandpap. Now, he's asleep, and besides, he's too little to be...
Well, howdy, Miss Lunsford. Never seen you standing back there when I come in.
Miss Lunsford?
Yeah, I'd recognize that dress and bonnet anywhere.
Oh.
Hi, Miss Lunsford. Charity tells me you and Uncle Henry's coming over to the place for supper tonight.
Well, that'll be nice, Grandpap. Well, we'll see you later. So long, Grandpap.
Well, what's the matter with her, Abner? Is she speaking to me? Is she mad about something?
Oh, no, I don't think she's mad. She just a little hard of hearing, I think. Yeah, that's it, hard of hearing. Yeah.
She weren't troubled with that yesterday.
Oh, well, this just come over today, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, sassy Fred.
It did, sure enough.
She just putting on. Howdy, Miss Lunsford.
Now, don't holler at her, Grandpap. You'll wake up the baby.
I don't care. She can't do that to me. When I speak to somebody, I want to get spoke back to.
Oh, my.
Howdy, Miss Lunsford.
Grandpap, quit hollering now.
Well, no woman ain't going to ignore me and get away with it. I don't care who she is. Miss Lunsford, are you going to turn around and speak to me, or am I going to have to start calling your name?
Now, wait a minute, Grandpap. Now, watch yourself. Don't start insulting him. Or her, I mean.
Insulting?
Yeah.
I'm the one that's being insulted. Whereabouts is your phone at?
Why, it's right there where it all has been.
Sure, I'm so mad I can't hardly see nothing
Oh,
here.
my.
Never been so insulted in my life.
Well, here, just a minute, Grandpap. Who you calling up for?
Never mind who I'm calling.
Well, who is it? Tell me.
Hello? Who is this? Uncle Henry?
Uh-oh.
This is Milford Spears.
Grandpap, now careful what you say to him.
Now listen here, Uncle Henry. When you get over by our place this evening, don't stop. Just keep on a-going.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's what I said. Keep going, and don't never let me catch you around there as long as you live.
Grandpap, now don't say that.
Get away, Abner. And one more thing, Uncle Henry, before I stop speaking to you for good. Is your woman hard of hearing?
Oh, my.
Well, I never thought she was. Goodbye. Yeah, that takes care of that snake in the weeds. Now help me carry this chair. I want to put it right in the front door.
Well, that'll block the door, Grandpap.
Of course it will. It's what I want. Especially with me sitting in it. Miss Lunsford ain't leaving this door till she speaks to me. There ain't no woman that's going to ignore Milford Avery Spears and get away with it. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
No? Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the little fellow that was left quite mysteriously in Lum and Abner's care may be only a baby, but already he has complicated the old fellow's way of life considerably. He has Abner trying to solve the mysteries of preparing baby food, and Lum wearing Mother Hubbard dresses to stop him from crying. To add to these worries, Abner still has heard nothing from his missing wife and daughter, nor has any new light been shed on the Black Pelican. As we look in on the little community today, we find Lum in the Jot 'em Down store and library. Abner, very excited, is just entering. Listen.
Hey, Lum! Lum! Hey, Lum!
Goodness sakes, what is it, Abner?
Oh, I never seen you. I've been robbed, Lum. I've been robbed.
You been robbed?
Yes, sir. Went over to my place this morning to get some clean clothes, and I discovered somebody's broke in the house there, and they took some of our things.
Somebody broke in your house?
Yes, they have.
For goodness sake, are you sure?
Why, yes, I'm sure. I just come from there just now. They taken the rest of Elizabeth's clothes, the ones that she never taken with her when she left, and they taken her fancy sewing basket, and I don't know what all's gone.
Well, I do know. Well, when was you over there last?
Well, I ain't been over there for a couple of 3 days. I've been staying over at Grandpappy Spears' place, you know.
But was the house locked up all that time?
Why, sure it was, locked up tight. I believe, though, they could have got in that kitchen window. There's a hole in the screen right there where the hook's at, you know, and they could have reached in there with a piece of wire or something, opened the screen, and raised the window. They could have done that.
That's curious. Maybe you ought to start sleeping over there, Abner, and sort of keep your eye on things.
Oh, no, not me. No, sir. Leastways, not by myself, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to get caught in there by that Black Pelican, I'll tell you that.
Black Pelican?
Why, sure. That's more than likely who done the robbing.
Oh, no, Abner. I think you're on the wrong track there.
No, I ain't neither, Lum. It was the Black Pelican that done it. And that woman that left the baby here is either the Black Pelican or she a friend of his one.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, I just figured that she must be, for that's the reason they wanted Elizabeth's clothes. No man would want to wear women's clothes. Wait a minute. What? You never taken them, did you, Lum?
Me?
Why, sure. You was wearing that Mother Hubbard outfit around here yesterday to keep the baby from crying.
Oh, yeah, but I give that up. After the way Grandpap sat here yesterday and made a laughingstocks out of me for wearing it.
Oh, he was mad. I never will forget.
Well, he thought I was Miss Lunsford on account of her dress I had on.
Yeah, I know he did. He thought it was her at first, and then after you turned around and told him it was you, he still wouldn't believe it.
I know it. He was still mad.
Oh, last night over at the place, so mad he couldn't see. Threatened to go over there and whip Uncle Henry. Said Uncle Henry must have made his woman mad at him for some reason.
Well, they had supper over at their place. Did he get mad at him?
Oh, yeah, just got fighting mad. They come over. He told them yesterday afternoon not to even come over there, but Uncle Henry come over anyway and couldn't figure out what was wrong. Said he wanted to find out what all the feuding was about.
You get something on his mind, you couldn't jar it out of there with a stick of dynamite.
Oh, that Grandpap, he threatened to sick the dogs on him. Aunt Charity finally talked him out of it, and I reckon he about half got it figured out.
I never realized how much trouble I was causing by putting on that Mother Hubbard.
Oh,
Just to please the baby.
you might not got the Lunsford and the Spears as a feud, and I'll tell you that.
All right.
But I know one thing, old It was the Black Pelican that robbed my place, ain't no doubt.
Couldn't have been, Abner, because the Black Pelican was over here sometime during the night and left another note for us.
Another note?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. What, did he threaten our lives again?
Well, sort of, I think. He enclosed a $10 bill to buy food for the baby.
He did?
Yeah. That seems sort of thoughty of him. I rather imagine he's a pretty nice feller.
He do,
Especially for a crook or whatever he is.
Well, what did the rest of the note say?
Oh, it was just a short one. All it said was... Wait a minute, I got it right here somewhere.
Doggies, he must have left a note right after he'd been over to my place and done that robbing. That's about what he done. Come back by the store here and left a note.
Here it is. Says, second warning. Don't let the baby out of your sight. And don't talk to the police.
Uh-oh.
A word to the wise is sufficient.
Huh?
Signed, the Black Pelican.
Hey, Doggies, Lum, I believe we ought to do something about this.
Well, what can we do?
Well, let's go to the police anyway and tell them everything that's happened.
No, we can't do that, Abner. According to these notes we've been getting, that'd be the worst one thing we could do.
I don't care. I don't like all these peculiar things that's going on around here late, I'll tell you that. First, my woman and daughter disappeared. I don't know where they went to, and then we get a baby left on our hands here. We don't know who he belongs to, and his mother disappears, and then my place is robbed. I'll tell you, Lum, they got me to where I'm so nervous and jumpy just like a rabbit's nose.
Well, I can't help that. We ain't going to no police. I ain't going to take a chance on getting in trouble with the Pelican. He's our friend now.
How do you know he is?
Well, he put a $10 bill in that note, didn't he?
I don't trust the feller. He got more than $10 worth of stuff over at my place last night, Lum. I don't trust him.
It might not have been him, Abner, that robbed your place.
Bound to been. Bound to been.
I don't want to do nothing that might do some harm to little Lum.
Well, I'll tell... Huh? Little Lum?
Yeah?
Who's Little Lum?
That's the baby. I thought I'd call him that, just temporary, of course. Just till we can find out his real name.
Well, now, just a minute here,
Now,
Lum.
don't get excited, Abner. We got to call him something, as long as his mama never told us what his name was. We can't just go on calling him Baby or the little feller.
Well, no, but if we're going to give him a name, well, I'm going to help pick it out. I'll tell you that right now. Don't forget that woman left him here for both of us to take care of, not just you.
Well, all right. You can be in on it.
Yes, sir.
But what's wrong with little Lum? It sounds sort of cute, I think.
It sounds like a grown-up man's name. Now, if you want a real cute name for the little feller, why, how about Little Abner?
Little Abner?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's the name of a feller in the funny papers.
Huh?
We don't want folks to think we got him out of the funny papers.
Well, how about Charlie, then? That's always been one of my favorite names, Charlie.
Well, that ain't no name for a baby.
Little Charlie Abner.
That's even worse.
Little Abner Charlie.
Wait a minute. I know what we'll do. We'll have an official meeting and decide this name business right now. We'll take a vote on it.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Ain't nothing I like better than a meeting.
We can vote by secret ballots if you want.
Well, sure, any kind of ballots, I don't care.
All right, let's start then.
Yeah.
I now declare this
Wait a
meeting...
minute, Lum. I just got to think, no, we can't vote on it. Just the two of us, it'll come out a tie every time.
Yeah, I know, but according to all official rules, in case there's a tie, the chairman of the meeting gets to cast a vote, and that decides it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way. Go ahead.
Well, I, L. Edders, chairman of the meeting, do hereby declare that said meeting's duly open for business, and all in favor say A.
A.
All opposed signify by saying same sign.
Same sign.
The meeting will now proceed with the business at hand. All in favor say A.
A.
All opposed signify.
Same sign.
Floor is now ready to receive nominations for names for little Lum.
For who?
I mean for the baby.
Oh, all right. I nominate Charlie Abner.
And I nominate...
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Oh, for goodness sake, what do you want, Mousy?
Operator 47J29 at your service, Lum. The masked Muskrat never lets you down.
Listen, Mousy, you better run along. Me and Abner's having an important meeting here.
Yeah, we're busy right now, Mousy. Is it about the Black Pelican?
No, it ain't. Now, run along, Mousy.
Well, now, wait a minute, Lum. Don't you want to find out all about the Black Pelican?
Well, not right now. Or, wait a minute. Have you found out anything about it?
The masked Muskrat never lets you down, Lum.
Well, that don't answer my question. Do you, or don't you know something about the Black Pelican?
The masked Muskrat knows all, sees all, and tells all at reasonable rates.
Reasonable rate?
Yes, sir.
You mean you're aiming on charging me before you'll tell me what you know?
Yes, sir. You see, I've set up my own detective agency, Lum, and Gussie says that I should get the money before I do any detecting.
Oh, Gussie, huh?
Yes, sir.
I would have known she was at the bottom of this. But we ain't interested in your detective service, Mousy, so just run along.
Well, I could make you a dandy report on the Black Pelican, Lum, put in all the details and everything.
No, them reports of yours is all details, no information. I could find out more with my eyes shut than you ever find out with reports.
Well, Lum, the masked muskrat never let you down.
Well, I'm letting the masked muskrat down this time. Now, go on home, Mousy, because me and Abner are awful busy. Got a big meeting on and all.
All right, I'll go, but you fellas will be sorry that you didn't hire me.
Well, we'll take that chance. So long, Mousy.
Yeah, so long, Lum, Abner. Hi-ho, muskrat.
Yeah, hi-ho, muskrat. Very odd, is he? Him starting up a detective agency. Well, let's get on with the meeting. Whereabouts was we at? Oh, yeah, I was just getting ready to nominate the name of little... Abner, you ain't paying no attention to me.
Huh?
What's the matter with you, anyway?
Well, I've been studying here, Lum, and I've changed my mind.
Changed your mind?
Yeah.
About what?
About voting on that name. I'm again it, I believe. The more I study about it, why, the more I know that it'll come out in your favor.
Why, that's ridiculous. We're voting according to official rules.
Yeah, but you get 2 votes. One for yourself and one for being a chairman of the meeting, and I'll just get 1 vote.
Now, listen, Abner, you already agreed to do it this way.
I don't care. I've changed my mind, and I ain't going to do it. We're going to name him Charlie Abner.
We're not.
We're done.
He's got to have a better name than that, one that fits his personalities.
Well, what's wrong with Charlie Abner? That fits him.
Just a minute, Abner. Ain't no use of us arguing this way. I know a good way of settling this.
Huh?
We leave it up to the baby.
To the baby? Why, he can't tell us what his name is.
Yeah, we'll go back to the feed room and stand on different sides of his crib, and then we'll both call him by the names we picked out. And we'll see which one of us he'll turn to.
All right, Doggy, that's a good idea. Come on. Let's do it that way. Doggy, I know which way he'll turn, though, I'll tell you that.
Let's see about that. Which side of the crib do you want to be on?
Oh, I don't care. Don't make no difference. I reckon one side is good.
Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter?
Look in the crib.
Huh?
The baby's gone. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
Aye, Doggy's Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, there seems to be an epidemic of people disappearing in Pine Ridge. Not long after Elizabeth and little Pearl disappeared from Abner's household, a strange woman came to town and disappeared as suddenly as she appeared, leaving her baby in Lum and Abner's store. And now the baby, too, has vanished. A second note from the Black Pelican warning them again not to communicate with the police in regard to the baby has only served to confuse the old fellows. As we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in their jot-em-down store and library. Lum is talking on the telephone. Listen.
No, Mousy, I don't want you to track down the Black Pelican for me. Just tell me if you found any clues about the baby. You ain't, huh? Well, that's all I wanted to know. Yeah, goodbye, Mousy. Huh? No, I don't want a report on the Black Pelican. Goodbye.
Ain't found out nothing about the baby, huh?
No? Granny's, I don't know where else to look, Abner. Looks like the little feller's gone for good, don't it?
Well, he might turn up again, Lum. You never can tell.
I don't know how. Somebody's taking him. And if they's going to bring him back, they'd have brung him back by now.
Yeah, well, maybe his mama got lonesome for him, so she just borrowed him for a couple of days.
Oh, no. If it was her, she would have just told us about it. Ain't no sense in a mama stealing her own young'un. She could have just come here and got him. We'd give him back to her.
Yeah, I reckon that's right. Well, maybe he just crawled out of his crib by himself and sort of won.
That couldn't be it. We would have found him by now if he'd have done that.
Yeah.
Couldn't have went further. Besides, the only way he could get out of his crib is to fall out, and we would have heard him do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know what else to suggest. But I believe he'll come back. You keep telling me Elizabeth and little Pearl will come back, and they've been missing longer than the baby has.
Well, that's different. They're growed up to where they know where their home's at, how to get back to it.
Yeah.
Little Lum's just a baby.
Well, yeah, who'd you say?
You know who I said, Little Lum.
You mean little Charlie Abner?
I do not.
Or Abner Charlie, I don't know which way I like it best.
Well, it don't matter which way, 'cause neither one of them's his name.
How?
I've decided definite on calling him Little Lum. Seems to fit him better.
It don't know such a thing. I ain't gonna sit here now and let him go through life with such a name as Little Lum. I'll do might nigh anything before I let that happen to him.
Well, all right then, Abner. We won't name him that. But we ain't gonna name him Abner neither, I can tell you that right now.
Well, what's wrong with Abner for a name?
I just don't like it, that's all. We'll compromise by naming him after either one of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just compromise. We'll call him Charlie.
No, we ain't gonna call him Charlie.
Well, that ain't named him after either one of us. Neither me or you's got that name.
I know that, but wait a minute. There ain't no point in arguing about naming a baby that we ain't got no more. And I'd be willing to name him anything if we'd just get him back. I was sort of getting used to having him around, you know what, Abner?
Yeah.
I just thought the world and all of that little fellow.
Oh, he's cute. Well, if we do get him back, let's just say if we do, would you be willing to name him Abner Charlie?
Well, I don't know. I'd hate to do it, but yeah, I believe it. Wait a minute. That's our ring. Might be something about the baby right now.
Yeah, well, answer my question now, would you, Lum?
Well, wait a minute, Abner.
Oh, Dad, blame it.
Hello, jot 'em down, store and library. Lum Edder's talking. Who? Oh, howdy, Cedric. Yeah, he's here. Just a minute. Yeah, Cedric wants to talk to you, Abner.
Never said what he wanted, did he?
No?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, what is it, Cedric? Why, of course I'm here at the store. This is me talking, ain't it? Why, no, I ain't home. Now, what gives you a silly idea like that?
That boy gets himself more mixed up than anyone you may ever know.
Well, for the land's sake. What, did you look in the window or anything? Well, I do know.
What is it, Abner?
Yeah, well, sort of keep an eye on the place for me, Cedric. Don't get caught or nothing, no.
What is it, Abner?
Yeah, well, much obliged for calling. Yeah, let me know if you see anything else. All right, Cedric. Goodbye.
What happened?
It's that black Pelican. That's who it is, Lum. I know that's who it is.
Well, what's he done?
Well, I don't know exactly, but Cedric just drove by my place a little bit ago, and he seen the back door open.
Well, maybe you left it open yourself.
No, I never neither. I keep that thing locked all the time. Inside, Cedric saw the door closed just as he was going by there. So he got out of his car and snuck up to the house and peeked in the window there.
And what did he see?
Nothing, not a thing in the world. Doggy, that Pelican feller must be a ghost, Lum.
Oh, there ain't no such thing as a ghost, Abner.
Well, whatever he is, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the police department at the county seat.
Now, wait a minute, Abner. You can't do
well,
that.
I'm going to do it anyway. There's too many curious things going on around here to suit me.
How do you know it was the black Pelican, though?
That's bound to be who it is. He's the one that's doing all this stuff around here. First Elizabeth and little Pearl disappears, and then that woman left her baby here with us, and then she disappeared, and, well, now the baby's gone. I doggies, we ain't careful. It's going to be might nigh half of this town disappear before we know what's going on around here.
Yeah, I'll admit there's some mighty peculiar things happening, but don't forget what the black Pelican said about getting in touch with the police.
I don't care what he said, Lum. I ain't going to sit here and let him get away with nothing more, I'll tell you that.
Well, he wrote us a note and warned us again doing that.
I know he did, but I don't care. I'm going to report him anyway. And if he's did any harm to Elizabeth and little Pearl, I'll never in this world be able to forgive myself for sitting back and not turning him in before this.
Well, I know he ain't did no harm to them, Abner.
Well, he might have. You don't know, Lum. I tell you, Lum, I've just got to find out where they're at and get them back. I've just got to do it. That's all there are to it.
Well, I know how you feel, Abner, natural, but if you call the police, there ain't no telling what might happen to the baby. And us, too.
I don't care. Elizabeth and Pearl means too much to me, Lum, to sit around here and not do nothing. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm going to call them up and report him.
Wait, get away from that telephone.
I'm going to call the police now. I'll get that black Pelican if it's the last thing I ever do.
Abner, give me that receiver.
Let go, Lum. Now, don't hang it up, Lum. Oh.
There. Now, don't do that again, Abner.
Well, Lum, we can't just let that black Pelican fella run loose. There's no telling what he might do around here next. Everybody in this town's life's in danger as long as that feller's running loose.
Listen, Abner, if you'll just calm down for a second, I'll tell you something.
Well, I ain't got time to listen to nothing.
Sit down there and listen to me.
Oh, Dad, blame it. I gotta do something to protect Elizabeth, Lum. Gotta get her away from that Pelican now. That's all there are to it.
Well, the Pelican ain't got her.
Well, how do you know he ain't?
'Cause I know who the Black Pelican is.
Well, you know who he is?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I weren't aiming on telling you this, Abner, but I can see right now I've got to do it.
Well, who is it, Lum? Is it somebody here in this town? Tell me who it is, Lum. Who is it?
Yeah. The fact is, it's somebody right here in this store.
In the store? Oh, my goodness. Get me a club. Hand me that broom there. Whereabouts is it? I don't get let me at him.
Well,
come on out.
Wait a minute,
Double dog dare you to come out.
Take it easy, Abner, and don't get no club.
Huh?
You're looking at the Black Pelican right now. It's me.
You?
Yeah. That's right, it's me.
Well, for the land. What have you did with Elizabeth, Lum?
I ain't done nothing with her. All I done was write them notes we got.
You mean that you was the one that wrote them notes that we got from the Black Pelican?
Yes, sir. I admit it sounds sort of silly now, but it was the only way I could study up to keep the baby.
Is that why you done it?
Yeah. I reckon I just hated to come right out and admit how much I wanted to keep little
Little who?
the baby.
Oh.
You recollect that day we both agreed we'd take him to the county seat and turn him over to the police?
Yeah, sure, I recollect that.
Well, when I went out to the feed room to get him ready for the trip, I got this idea. So I wrote that first note. And I slipped out the back door and went around the front and stuck the note in the front screen door while you and Cedric was talking in here.
Well, I do know. I never seen you do that.
Well, I was awful careful to see that you never seen me.
Yeah, well, was you the one that put that $10 bill in that second note?
Yeah, I done that because I feared you'd get to thinking we was spending too much money on on the baby, and then you'd want to get shut of it.
Oh, is that what you figured?
I knowed how upset you'd been over Elizabeth being gone and all, and I never didn't know whether you actually wanted us to keep the baby or not.
Oh.
But I reckon I went to a lot of trouble for nothing, because he's gone now anyway. More than likely we won't never see him again. He was such a cute little feller, too. Yeah?
You want to know something?
What do you mean? Know something about what?
Well, you won't get mad at me, will you, Lum?
Get mad at you?
Yeah.
Now, what have you done now?
Well, now, you promise me you won't get mad now, Lum.
Well, all right, but it better not be nothing serious. What is it?
Do you know what's out at the Pomeroy place?
Pomeroy place?
Yeah.
You mean out the edge of town here?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of a question is that?
Well, answer me. Do you know?
Well, of course not. I never get way out there where they live at.
Well, I'll tell you. It's the baby.
The baby's out to Pomeroy place?
Yeah, little Charlie.
Well, how in the world did he get out there?
I had Cedric take him out there.
Had Cedric? You did?
Yeah, I hid him out there because I was afraid that Black Pelican would take him away from us, or else you'd change your mind and take him into the county seat and turn him over to the police.
You was afraid I'd do that?
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you actually wanted to keep the baby or not, Lum.
Well, I do know.
I reckon I went to a lot of trouble for nothing, too.
Abner?
Yeah?
You know, a couple of silly old fellers like me and you oughtn't to be raising no baby.
No, I reckon you're right, Lum.
We ain't actual fit for the job.
No, come right down to it, we ain't.
But Grannies, I'd like to see anybody try and stop us doing it. Grannies, Abner, I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, joy reigns once more in the Jot 'em Down store because Lum and Abner's foundling baby is back safe and sound. After Lum admitted that he was the Black Pelican, Abner confessed that he had engineered the baby's disappearance. Both of their acts had been for the same purpose, to prevent the police or anyone else from taking the baby away from them. However, there are still a few things yet unsolved. Where are Elizabeth and little Pearl? What became of the woman who left the baby in the store? And what are they going to name the baby? As we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in their store. Lum is busily engaged fixing up the baby's milk formula. Listen.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What are you doing there, Lum?
Catch up, Abner. 9, 10, 11.
Well, what you doing?
Dad, blame it, Abner. Now you made me lose count.
Lose count of what? What's that stuff you're putting in a baby's milk there anyway?
It's syrup.
Huh?
Now I got to start counting all over again.
Well, Lum, you don't need to measure it out with one of them eye-dropping things. Just give it a couple of spoonfuls. That's the way Elizabeth always done it.
Yeah, that ain't accurate enough, though. This baby's going to be fed scientific. He's going to get exactly the right amount. No more, no less.
Huh?
I read this in a book on babies, and it's the only way to do it.
Prattle, 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 prattle.
And let's start over here. 1, 2, 3.
Just a couple of teaspoonfuls, all you need to measure out.
Abner, don't interrupt me. I got to count these drops awful careful.
Keep quicker.
You want this baby to grow up big and strong and healthy, don't you?
Yeah, sure I do, but you don't have to go to all that bother just to give him a little syrup.
Abner, you're one of the old-timey school of thinking. I'm aiming on raising the baby this
You
time.
mean little Charlie Abner.
And whatever his name is. I'm going to raise him the modern way, so just hush up and let's do this right. I better start over. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Be a heap easier to just get a spoon and
Hey,
measure it out.
5, 6, 7.
All that counting for nothing.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Mom,
12, 13,
Mom, I believe that's our ring there.
50. Well, for goodness sakes, answer it. Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh, well, all right, I'll
Wait a minute, I'll get it. I've lost track again anyway. I'll have to start all over.
Well, I can get it.
This is the trouble I have around this place.
Well, I'm sorry, Lum. I never had
Hello,
it.
jot 'em down, store and library. Little Lum Edwards talking.
His name is Charlie Abner.
Oh, howdy, Ezra. You seen what? Well, maybe Abner was over there. Just a minute, I'll ask him. Abner, was you over to your place last night?
Over to my place?
Yeah.
Why, no, not me. I ain't going over that place after dark, neither. Why, what does he see?
Oh, he seen a light in the upstairs window, he says.
A light? Oh, my God.
Hello, Ezra. No, Abner wasn't there. About what time did you see it? Oh. Did you go up to the house and knock or anything?
I wouldn't go there for $1,000.
You never. Oh, no, Ezra. I don't think it's haunted.
That's just about what it is. It's haunted. That's what it is.
Well, much obliged for letting us know, Ezra. We'll keep our eye open and see if anything else happens. Yeah, all right, Ezra. Goodbye.
Yes, sir. It's haunted, Lum. That's what it is. It's as sure as the world.
Abner, houses don't get haunted except in stories and picture shows and stuff.
Well, mine is. I bound that whole place is full of ghosts.
I've told you 1,000 or 100 times there ain't no such thing as a ghost.
Well, then, who's been doing all them curious things over there? Who taking all them clothes out of the house that belonged to Elizabeth? And who opened the back door the other day? And who turned on that light last night?
I don't know. That's something we got to find out.
Ghost.
Maybe we ought to go over there tonight and hide in the bushes or something.
No, sir. I ain't going near no haunted house, Lum.
Well, you can take a gun along.
Guns ain't no good on ghosts.
There ain't no ghosts, I tell you.
Well, who's over there then?
I don't know, but whoever it is might give us some clues about whereabouts Elizabeth and Little Pearls went to.
Why, they wouldn't be mixed up with no bunch of ghosts, I can tell you that right now.
Well, if any more curious things happen next couple of days, me and you're going over and see what we can find out.
Well, you can go, but I ain't going.
Might get Cedric to go with us.
Cedric?
Yeah, just for company, of course. Ain't that I'd be scared at all.
Lum, I ain't going over there. When Elizabeth and Little Pearl gets back, I'm going to move clean over the other side of town.
Oh, for goodness, that's silly.
It ain't silly neither. No, sir. I won't go over that place.
Yeah, you're just scared of the Black Pelican.
Huh?
You keep saying something about the Black Pelican the other day until you found out it was me.
Well, I ain't scared of the Black Pelican now. I know that was you. You was just saying that, Lum, to keep the baby here. But I ain't going over there. That place has got ghost in it. That's what it's got. I'll tell you, that's going to be a good one on Mousy Gray, though, in his new detective agency, Lum. When he finds out the Black Pelican was you, he's been looking everywhere for him.
Yeah, no, well, I ain't got time to visit now, Evan. I've got to get a little Lum syrup ready for him here.
Well, I ain't going to live in no haunted house, I'll tell you that. No, sir.
1,
Gonna live here.
2, 3.
No, sir, I just ain't gonna do it. That's
Abner,
all there are
can't
to
you
it.
keep still for a second? What was I up to, 4 or 5?
I don't know. That place is haunted, though. I know that, Lum. Yep,
Wait a
haunted.
minute. What's the matter with me? I've been putting all these drops of syrup into the same bottle of milk.
Same bottle.
Yeah, I got way yonder too much in there by now.
Oh,
Here, Abner, throw this away and hand me one of them fresh bottles of milk here.
one of these?
Yeah. Yeah, much obliged.
Well, wait a minute, Lum. That baby's too old for bottles. He's old enough to be weaned by now.
How do you know how old he is?
Why? Well, I can just tell by looking at him. And by his teeth. He's got 8 of them. I counted them just the other day.
Abner, it's horses that you tell their age by their teeth. That shows how much you know about babies. Now, don't bother me no more.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
You're gonna ruin little Charlie, though, I'll tell you
His
that.
name ain't Charlie. 5, 6, 7.
It is, darn it. Charlie is what it
ain't
is.
neither. 9,
Yes,
10,
Charlie
11,
Abner.
12.
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Well, howdy, Mousy,
Oh,
Cedric.
for goodness sakes. Now I've lost count again.
What can we do for you fellers today?
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Operator 47J19, alias the Masked Muskrat, is bringing you a sample report, Lum.
A sample report.
Yes, sir. You see, in an effort to drum up business for our new detective agency, Lum, while we're giving away one free report.
Oh, I see. Well, I told you the other day, Mousy, we ain't interested in none of your detective reports. So you better give the sample to somebody else.
Well, Lum, this sample was made specially for you.
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Cedric, are you in the detective agency, too?
Yes, Mom. Mousy's letting me be the junior assistant.
Well,
I'm sort of aiming on calling myself the blindfolded wildcat, I think.
Please be quiet, Operator XW104.
Yes, Mom. That's me, XW104.
You see, Lum, this report we made out reveals all concerning the Black Pelican.
The Black Pelican.
why, Mousy, don't you know that...
Hush up, Abner. This might be interesting.
Oh.
Mousy, just what have you found out about the Black Pelican?
Oh, an awful lot, Lum. This will prove to you how thorough the Muskrat agency is.
No, this ain't all it's going to prove, neither.
Operator XW104, hand me report 276Q81B.
Oh, I reckon you mean this one, don't you? It's the only one we got.
Yes, sir, that's it. Attention, please. Report of Muskrat Detective Agency on, quote, the Black Pelican, unquote. After trailing the Pelican for 2 days and nights, we made the following discoveries. 1, the Black Pelican is a vicious South African midget.
Midget?
Yes, sir.
Well, I never knowed that before. Did you ever notice that, Abner?
No, he's an awful tall midget, I'll say that for you.
Go on, Mousy. This is getting interesting.
Point 2, he carries poison darts. Cedric, show him the dart we found.
Oh, yes, Mom. Here it is. Genuine poison dart, I think.
Whereabouts you fellers get this?
Well, I borrowed it from the little
Well,
black...
we found it in the tree where he lives.
Oh, he lives in a tree, huh?
Yes, sir. You see, he's very primitive, Lum, and very dangerous. So you really need the protection of the Muskrat agency.
Yeah, I can see that all right. Go
Yes,
on.
sir. Well, point 3, he can't speak a word of English, but he is able to cast an evil spell over a person and make them do anything that he wants them to do.
Ought to try that sometime, ought to.
Yeah.
You see, that's how that woman came to leave her baby here the other day. The Black Pelican cast an evil spell on her and just made her do it.
Oh, I see. Well, what do you want to do that for, though?
Well, Lum, you see, that comes in the second report. Do you want to hire us and find out?
No, I don't.
Well, you will before it's over, Lum. Point 4, we found in the cave where he lives.
Cave? I thought you said he lived in a tree.
Well, he's a gypsy, I think, Lum. He moves around an awful lot.
I see. Well, go on. What'd you find in the cave?
Well, we found in this cave a message written in blood which said, I hereby vow that I will capture Lum Edwards and Abner Peabody and...
Well, go on, and what?
Well, that's in the next report, too, Lum. Now, do you want to hire us?
No, we don't, Mousy, because I happen to be the Black Pelican myself.
You?
Yeah, I'm the Black Pelican. I wrote them notes myself. I done it because I just done it for a joke.
Sure he did.
Now, skedaddle out of here and don't never bring us no more of them reports of yours.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, Cedric. Let's be going.
Well, when do I show the fingerprints and that other stuff you give me?
Well, we'll save those for some other case, Cedric. Hurry up now.
Yes, Mom. Well, so long, Mr. Lum, Mr. Abner. Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Yeah, hi-ho, Muskrat. Our doggies was that mousy embarrassed. His face was redder than the ending. It's been sitting on a red-hot stove, you know.
Maybe that'll learn him a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, now maybe I can get this milk ready for the baby before somebody else comes in.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Mom.
12, 13.
Mom, I believe that's our ring again. You want me to answer?
For goodness sakes, no, I'll get it.
Well, I'll get it. I'll do it for
Oh,
you.
I got something else for you to do. Here, take a fresh bottle of milk and then get a spoon and give the baby 2 teaspoonsful of syrup. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog is Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
No? Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the old fellows are happily engaged in playing nursemaid to their foundling baby. Lum's joy is dimmed only by the fact that Abner will not agree to calling the baby Little Lum, while Abner's happiness is marred by matters of graver concern. He still has heard nothing from Elizabeth, his missing wife, and he's certain that his house has become haunted. As we look in on a little community today, we find the old fellows in their jot-em-down store and library. Lum is tiptoeing out of the feed room. Listen.
Say, Lum, are we plumb out of sorghum?
Not so loud, Abner. Little Eddard's just fell asleep.
Oh, heck. Who fell asleep?
Little Eddard.
Huh?
I've changed the baby's name to Eddard because you appeared to object to calling him Little Lum.
Well, I don't like that no better. I'll tell you that right now. You're still naming him after yourself.
No, not exactly.
There, too.
He's got it for a first name, and I've got it for a last name. There's a lot of difference there.
I don't see no difference. We're going to do that. Why don't we call him Little Peabody?
Abner, let's not argue about it now. We'll figure out some way to get a name for him that'll be satisfaction to both of us.
Hey, doggy, that's what I want to do.
Well, now, we're liable to wake him up arguing here.
All right.
He fell asleep right during my speech.
Your speech?
Yeah.
Was you reading him one of your speeches?
Yeah, he seemed to like it, too. That is, till he went to sleep.
Well, no wonder he went to sleep if that's what you's doing. Even growed-up folks goes to sleep during them speeches of yours.
Not this one, they won't. It's a new one I just wrote.
A new one?
Yeah, I'm giving it at the meeting of the Pine Ridge for Victory Club tonight.
Oh, is that meeting tonight?
Yeah, starting off that big salvage drive.
Well, I never knowed you was making a speech at that long. What you talking about?
It's about junk.
Junk?
Yeah.
Well, I know that. That's what all your speeches are about. It's the first time I ever heard you come right out flat-footed and admit it, though.
I don't mean that kind of junk.
I know what kind of junk there. I've heard them a million times before. Even as a small boy, I showed great promise of becoming a self-made man you see standing before you this
I
evening.
ain't giving that tonight, Abner. I'm talking about scrap iron and old copper and brass and rags and all such as that. Things the government needs for the war.
Oh, that kind of junk, huh?
Yeah. Why don't you sit down there and play like you're the audience, and I'll run through my speech for you, see how you like it.
Well, I don't want to listen to it long.
Well, this is important, Abner. The government's starting this campaign for salvage goods all over the country.
Yeah, well, I know that. I'll give all the junk we got, but now I ain't going to listen to no speech of yours. I'll tell you that right now, Long.
Well, you'll enjoy this, Abner. I got most of it out of some literature from the government. I sent for it several days ago.
Several days? Well, how long ago did the Pine Ridge for Victory Club ask you to make your speech?
Well, to be honest, they ain't actually asked me yet.
They ain't?
No, but I'm mighty nigh sure they will.
Oh.
Well, I'm about the best out-loud talker they can get around here, I believe. Besides, I'm the only fellow who's got all the information from the government.
Well, if they're going to ask you, they better hurry up and do it, hadn't they?
Well, don't worry, they will.
Who's head of the committee?
Sister Simpson.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of any committee she weren't the head of?
No, I reckon not. She generally is the head of everything around here.
Here's how it starts out, Abner. Fellow citizens and members of the Pine Ridge for Victory Club. On this auspicious occasion...
Mom, I told you I don't want to hear it.
I bring you a message of much importance.
Oh, my.
Tonight we're beginning a big drive to collect all the scrap we can. And why are we doing this, fellow citizens?
Get in there with
To win the war. If we don't collect enough, we might find ourselves on the losing side. And so, fellow citizens, let's all put our shoulders to the wheel. And if the wheel's made of iron, turn it into the junk man or the salvage collection center. That's pretty good there, ain't it, Abner? That part about the wheel. Huh? Some of you folks sitting here before me tonight are more than likely wondering just how old rags and stoves and kettles and such as that can help win the war. Well, I'll tell you.
Lum, that's our ring, I believe. You better answer
Yeah,
it.
blame it. Just when I was getting warmed up, too.
Glad that thing wrong, I'll say that.
Hello, jot 'em down, store and library. Lum Edder's talking.
Say that 1,000 times.
Why, hello, Sister Simpson. See, what'd I tell you, Abner? Mom? Speech at the meeting tonight.
I love speech.
Well, I don't know, Sister Simpson. This comes as quite a surprise to me.
Surprise, you've been planning on it for days.
Well, I'd love to, Sister Simpson, but there ain't much time left to get a speech ready.
Why, Lum, you got one wrote there, a long one, too.
Mom? Oh, yes, I'm for the campaign, but this is such short notice.
Such pretty.
I'll tell you what, you better give me a little time to think it over. Yes, Mom. Uh-huh. Yeah, all right, Sister Simpson. Goodbye.
Well, for the land's sakes, Lum, what's the matter with you? Here you've been planning on this, waiting for 'em to call you, and when they finally do call, you turn 'em down, hang up a receiver. I never seen you like this in my life.
I never turned them down.
Huh?
I'm going to make the speech, don't you worry. I'm just playing hard to get.
Hard to get.
Yeah, you see, this way they figure I'm a busy, important feller, and so when they do finally manage to get me, they'll think my speech is a whole lot more important. And they'll listen to it better.
They will, huh?
Why, sure. Besides, they'll think I'm pretty smart to be able to think up a good speech like this in such a short time.
And Doggins, I'll admit one thing. You sure use your head, Lum.
Well, that's what you call psychology.
Tis, huh?
Yeah, let's see now. How far had I got?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Part about winning the war. Some of you folks sitting here before me this evening more than likely are...
Lum, our ring again, I believe.
Sister Simpson, I'll down you.
She's calling back, huh?
Yeah, she's starting to beg me to give the talk now.
Good for you.
Yeah, you answer it this time, Abner.
Yeah.
That'll make it look like I'm too busy to talk on the phone.
Well, yeah, I'll get it. Hello, jot 'em down, store and library. Abner Peabody doing the talking. Who? Blindfolded Wildcat. Just a minute. Do you know anybody by the name of the Blindfolded Wildcat, Mom?
Oh, yeah, that's Cedric.
Cedric?
Oh, sure, that's what he calls himself since he joined up with Mousy in that detective agency.
Oh.
Don't you know? Don't you recollect him calling himself that?
Yeah, I recollect now. I knowed I'd heard that name somewhere and never knowed where it was.
Well, he had to get himself a fancy name because Mousy calls himself the masked muskrat.
Yeah. Hello, Cedric. What is it you want? Done detective work where?
Hang up, Abner. This ain't nothing important.
Oh, my goodness. Went past the window. I know that's what it was all the time. I just knowed it.
You knowed what, Abner?
Yeah, listen, Cedric, you come over to the store quick as you can, and we'll figure out what to do. Yeah, something like that. We'll talk it over with Mom. Yeah, all right, Cedric. Goodbye. Huh? Oh, yeah, wonderful world. Goodbye. Huh? Oh, hi-ho, blindfolded Wildcat.
What did he tell you?
He seen it, Lum. He seen it right in our upstairs window.
He seen what?
The ghost. I know that place was haunted, Lum.
Oh, wait a minute, Abner. Don't get excited. Exactly what did Cedric see?
I'm telling you, Lum, he seen a ghost.
I told you there weren't no such thing as a ghost.
Well, he has done it, for last night Cedric was doing some detective work, and he seen a light on in an upstairs window over at my place. And so he watched, and finally he seen something dressed in a long white robe, just like a ghost, walk past the window, and then the light went out.
Oh, I do know. Must have been his imagination.
It weren't either. He claimed he seen it now. You can believe Cedric, you know, he don't get scared very easy, and he sounded like he's about half scared to death. That place is haunted now. I tell you, we got to do something about it, Lum.
Well, yesterday you didn't want to do nothing about it.
Huh?
You're scared to go near the place.
All right, doggies, I've changed my mind. We'll get Cedric and take some big clubs and go over there tonight and find out about this.
Well, we can't tonight, Abner. The meeting's tonight.
All right, doggies, we'll go tomorrow night then.
All right, that's a deal. Tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Find out what that is.
Well, now listen to the rest of my speech.
Oh, my.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Fellow citizens, I'll show you how salvage goods can help win the war.
Yeah, that's Grandpa.
Yeah, howdy.
Come in, Grandpa.
You fellas hear about the big meeting tonight?
Why, sure we have. Say, you know what Cedric seen? A ghost.
Yes, sir. Going to be a big meeting tonight. You know anything about this salvage campaign, Lum? More than anybody else in town, I reckon, Grandpap. If you and Abner will keep quiet for half a minute, I'll tell you all about it. Well, good. That's exactly what I want to hear.
Grandpap, Cedric's seen a ghost over at my place.
Hush up, Abner. Fellow citizens, in modern warfare, battles is won by having more and better guns and tanks and airplanes than your enemy.
Our place is haunted, Grandpap.
Abner, will you be quiet?
Huh?
That's unpatriotic.
Go ahead.
We got inventors and scientifics and engineers that can study up how to build better equipment than our enemy can. That takes care of getting better guns and tanks and airplanes, but getting more of them is up to you and me. Us citizens has got to collect scrap to help make all that equipment for our soldiers and sailors and marines. That sounds great, Lum, but it ain't true, is it? The government can't actually make stuff out of old iron and kettles and such as that, can they? Why, of course they can. Listen to this. Half of every tank, gun, destroyer, and merchant ship is made out of scrap iron. Think of that, Grandpap. 1/2, 50%. Well, I do know. That means us citizens has got to dig up that 50% of scrap iron, or the factories making them things can't keep going.
They can't.
No, sir. And that's just one item.
Huh.
The government needs old copper and brass and zinc and lead and rope and burlap bags.
Well.
Just listen to what I got wrote down here.
Yeah.
One copper kettle will make 84 rounds of ammunition for an automatic rifle.
For the land's sake.
One washing and ironing machine will make a 37-millimeter tank gun.
Huh.
One lawnmower will make 6 3-inch shells.
Now, how can a lawnmower do that? All I ever seen them do is just cut grass.
Well, I don't mean it that way, Abner. I mean they take the metal out of the lawnmower and melt it up and use it for the shells.
Oh, well, I was going to say I didn't think a lawnmower smart
Just
enough.
a minute, Lum. Have you got all that stuff wrote down? Of course I have. Well, good. I'll just take that along and use it in my speech.
In your speech?
Yeah, Sister Simpson asked me to give a talk at the victory meeting tonight.
Huh?
She said they had somebody else for it, but he was too slow and couldn't get a speech ready in time. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the old fellows have decided to find out exactly what's been going on in Abner's house. The reports of things vanishing from the house, of mysterious lights in the windows, and of a white-robed figure have made Abner certain that his place is haunted. Lum is skeptical about this, of course, but he thinks they might find some clue concerning Abner's missing wife and daughter. As we look in on the little community today, it's very late at night and very dark. And we find Lum and Abner crouched behind some bushes near Abner's house. Listen.
Lum, whereabouts are you, Lum?
I'm right here beside you, Abner.
Well, keep talking or singing or something so I'll know you're here. Doggy, it's so dark I can't see anything around here.
I don't want to make too much noise. If there's anybody hiding in your house, we don't want them to hear us.
No, I reckon not, no.
Of course, I don't think we're going to find anybody out here. I hope.
Well, now, there's been somebody out here, I know that. Some awful mysterious things has been happening here in the last few days.
Yeah, they have. I'll admit that.
It's ghosts that's been doing them. That's what it is, ghosts, Lum.
No, Abner, it couldn't be ghosts. Leastways, I don't think it could.
What about this Cedric? I thought he was coming with us tonight.
Well, he is. He is. He's around yonder on the other side of the house. He's hiding behind the fence over there somewhere. I told him to watch that side.
He did, huh?
Yeah. That way, if a ghost or anybody runs out the back door, Cedric can catch him.
Well, I sort of wish he's here with us, Lum. I believe we ought to stick together, you know.
No, this is better, Abner. Come on, let's sneak up closer to the house. Be awful quiet about it, though.
Wait a minute, Lum. Don't you think we're close enough? I believe we can see awful good from right where we're at right now.
Well, maybe you're right.
Yeah,
we can get a broader view from here. Style and more windows this way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we ought to back up a little bit, Lum. I believe we can see a heap better from back here.
Yeah. Yeah, and if we see a light or anything, why, we can get up there quick enough.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Uh-oh.
What was that, Lum? What was that?
Huh?
There it is again. Oh, that's the barn door. That's what it is. I'd know that squeak anywhere. It's that barn door out there, Lum.
More like the wind blowing it open.
That ain't no wind tonight, Lum. That's ghost out there in that barn. That's what it is. That's what it is, sure the world.
Granny, there ain't no wind, is there?
Why, no, still as it can be.
Maybe you ought to sneak back there and see what's going on, Abner.
Well, I ain't going back there by myself, and you come on and go with me, Lum.
Well, I would, but I've got to stay here and keep a close eye on them upstairs windows there.
And doggies, I'll stay and do that. I know where them windows is at better than you do, Lum. I'll watch them and you go to the barn.
This ain't no time to get into argument. If you want to find out who's been haunting your house, do as I say. I've got a whole plan of attack figured out. Uh-oh. Abner, did you hear anything? There it is again.
That's ghost, Lum. That's the way they talk. I know it is. It's ghost.
Wait a minute. I know what that was. That was an owl.
An owl?
Boy, sure. What's the matter with me? Getting scared of a little old owl. Uh-oh.
Lum,
Yeah.
do owls ever have the whooping cough?
I don't know. I don't believe they do, though.
He sounded awful close, didn't he?
Yeah. Maybe we ought to sneak around to the other side of the house and see how Cedric's getting along.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Come on, that's a good idea.
He might need some protection.
Yeah.
I'd hate to have anything happen to him.
Yeah, poor little feller.
Come on, let's go. Don't make no noise, though.
Well, wait a minute, though, Lum. Who's going to stay here and watch this side of the house?
I'll have Cedric come around here and do that.
Well, I thought you said we was going around to the other side to protect Cedric.
Abner, you just leave things up to me. I know what I'm doing.
All right. Tom.
Huh?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
It sounds like chains rattling. Just listen.
It does sound like chains, don't it?
I believe they're coming closer, too. Them ghosts is after us, Lum. They can see us in the dark. I know they can. Come on.
We better get out of here.
Come on.
I don't know which way to go, though. Can't tell where about that noise is coming from.
Well, let's go some way before them ghosts get us all changed up. Why did I ever come over here tonight?
Come on, Abner. Take hold of my hand. Head out this way. Uh-oh, wrong way. Turn around, Abner. Go the other way.
Yeah, anyway, come on. Let's get out of here. Them chains is getting awful close, Lum.
Mr. Lum.
Oh, my goodness. Lum, that ghost is calling to you.
Yeah, how'd he know my name?
I don't know, but I heard him with my own ears.
Hey, Mr. Lum. Mr. Lum, whereabouts you at?
Hear that? Come on, Lum. Let's get out of here. Come on, let's run.
Wait a minute. That voice is familiar.
Huh?
Cedric, is that you?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, is a ghost named Cedric?
No, of course not. That's Cedric Wehunt. What is it you want, Cedric?
Can you hear them chains rattling, Cedric?
Yes, Mom. I'm the one that's rattling them.
You there?
Yes, Mom. Found them back there in your barn, Mr. Abner.
Well, was you the one that opened the barn door just a little while ago?
Yes, Mom.
Did you see any ghost in there?
There wasn't no ghost in there, Abner. That was Cedric.
Oh, yeah, that's right, ain't it?
What do you want with them chains, Cedric? Dragging them around here in the middle of the night this way, scaring the daylights out of everybody?
I want to turn them into you for that big government salvage drive.
Well, that's fine, Cedric, but this ain't no time for that.
Oh, I know, Cedric.
You said the government needs all the scrap it can get right away.
Well, it does, but you can turn them chains in tomorrow.
Sure.
Right now, we gotta settle this mystery about Abner's house. Now, get back to your post and keep a sharp lookout for anything suspicious.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, there's that thing again. Cedric, I reckon you better stay here with us.
Cedric, what are you doing?
I'm answering him. That's the way we do it.
Do you know the ghost, Cedric?
Oh, that ain't no ghost. Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Oh, for goodness sakes, that's Mousy. I ought to know that was him all the time.
State your location, Operator XW104.
I'm location right here where I'm at, right here.
Well, stop hollering, you two. Oh, for goodness. How can we sneak up on any ghosts or crooks or anybody with all this noise going on?
Lum.
Huh?
Look at there. Look.
What is it?
Look at the house there. A light just now went on. Look at... just went off again.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Look, it's on again. Right there in that upstairs window, Lum. Look there.
That's the same window I seen a light in there the other night, too.
Oh, my, that's our bedroom. That's what it is. That's a bedroom window. That's where they're at, Lum.
And I seen somebody walking up there in a white robe.
Oh, my goodness, it's ghost. That's what it is. Sure the world. What do we do, Lum? What do we do? Well, hurry, Lum.
We'll advance. We'll sneak up to the house. That's what we'll do.
Sneak up to it?
Yeah. Cedric, you and Abner take the lead. I'll guard the rear. I don't let anybody get you from back here.
Just a minute now, Lum. We ain't gonna do that neither.
All right. We'll all go together then.
Yeah. Everybody stick together. That's the thing to do.
Everybody try to be as quiet as you can do.
Yeah. And if anything happens with this run... Hi-ho, Muskrat. Where are you, Cedric?
Mousy, for goodness sakes, hush up. Just walk toward the house and you'll find us. But don't make no noise.
No, sir, I won't.
Come on now. Everybody be quiet.
What do we do when we get up to the house, Lum?
Quiet.
Oh, here you are. Well, what's up, fellas?
Keep quiet, Mousy.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lum, look. That white figure just went the window up there again.
Oh, my goodness, look at there. Look at there, Lum. Look at there.
Quiet.
Just get out of here, Lum.
Here we are, fellas. Now, one of us has got to go inside the house.
Inside the house?
Yeah, and it ought to be somebody small, because they're going to go through that window right here.
Well, Mousie's awful small, Lum.
Yeah, but he ain't familiar with your house inside. He'd trip over chairs and stuff and spoil everything.
Yeah. Well, I believe Cedric could squeeze through that window there if he tried hard, Lum.
No, he couldn't. Come on, Abner. I'll give you a boost.
Now, just a minute now, Lum.
Listen, Abner. All you got to do is sneak in there and find out who's in there and then report back here. Then we'll figure out what's the best way to capture him.
Now, what if that ghost sees me first, though?
Well, if you get in any trouble, just holler and we'll be right in there.
All right now, but if that ghost gets...
Can you reach the window there all right?
Yeah. Give me a little boost there. Little boost. Steady, Lum. Hold me steady.
Watch where you're putting your feet. Now. All right, in you go.
I made it. What do you think you find in there, Lum?
There ain't no telling, Mousy. I hope it ain't actual no ghost, though. Or what's the matter with me? There ain't no such thing as a ghost. I don't think.
Reckon you'll find Dick Tracy in there, or maybe Frizzletop.
Frizzletop?
Yes, Mom, that's a woman that's got white fur on her head instead of hair. I think that's what it is, anyway.
I think maybe I ought to let Abner go in there by himself. I believe I ought to go in there, too. Yeah, I believe I will.
Oh, gee, are you really going in, Lum?
Yeah, I'm going in there.
Hey, Lum! Hey, Lum!
Oh, my goodness, he's in trouble. I ought to went with him.
Lum! Hey, Lum!
Oh, hold on, Abner. I'll be right there. I'll save you.
Guess what, Lum? I don't need to be saved. You know who the ghost is? Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, the ghost?
Well, no, her and little Pearls came home, though, Lum. They've been living in a house here for 3 or 4 days now. We never even knowed it.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I dog his Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the mysterious ghosts who were haunting Abner's house, turning on lights, opening doors, taking clothes out of the closets, turned out to be nothing more than Abner's missing wife and daughter. As a matter of fact, they had been home for several days, but Abner's fear of ghosts kept him from finding this out until the old fellows raided the place the other night. As we look in on the little community today, we find a very happy Abner sweeping out the jot 'em down store while Lum works on the books. Listen.
Oh, they cut down the old pine tree, and they hold it away.
For goodness sakes, Abner, cut that out singing. Feller can't concentrate on nothing with all that noise going on.
Oh, was I singing?
I reckon that's what you call it. If you do more sweeping there and less dancing and singing, you'd get your work done a lot faster.
Well, I'm sorry I was bothering you, Lum. I'll tell you, I'm just so happy since I got Elizabeth and little Pearl back home. I just don't know hardly what I'm doing.
I don't much blame you for feeling that way.
Oh, they cut down the old pine.
Abner.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I don't mind you being happy, but try to be more quiet about it. Don't forget, this is a business establishment we're running here.
Yeah, you're right. I ought to be quiet, yeah.
It ain't no singing recital or dancing school.
No, it ain't, Lum. No, you're just right about it.
Hurry up and get the store swept out.
Yeah. Well, here, I reckon I better call up Elizabeth first, though.
Now, wait a minute, Abner. You've already called her 3 times in the last 5 minutes. Her and you ain't got that much to talk about. You've made up with one another, ain't you?
Why, sure we have, yeah.
And she's forgive you and everything, ain't she?
Forgive me? Why, she ain't forgiving me for nothing. She's been apologizing to me.
Apologize?
Yeah. Oh, Lord me, Lum, she's just ashamed of herself. She don't know what to do for running away and for thinking what she thought about me and all. She admits she done wrong.
Well, I do now. Well, that's the first time I ever heard of a woman taking an altitude like that.
Oh, she's awful sorrowful.
The generality of women folks always tries to put the blame on you, even when they know it's their own fault.
Yeah, well, not Elizabeth, no. Tell you, Lum, there is without a doubt the wonderfulest woman that ever drawed breath. Yes, sir.
Proud to hear you say that.
Oh, she is a dandy.
Maybe you'll appreciate her more now.
Don't worry, I appreciate her. Yes, sir, I sure do. I ain't never gonna say nothing mean to her again as long as I live.
Well, good.
And I ain't gonna argue with her, nothing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's one more thing you ought to resolve to do, and that's watch your imagination.
My imagination?
Yeah, that's what actually got you into all this trouble in the first place.
Why, it never done it, Lum. Elizabeth just thought I was sparking around that Annabelle Kearney, but it weren't true because Annabelle Kearney weren't even in town. I ain't seen her for, 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I know, but before that you got to imagining things about Elizabeth and made her mad at you.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of nights there, you never went home to supper even.
No, I ate over at Cedric Weehunt's there one night and over at Grandpappy's Piers another night, yeah.
You said you done it to learn her a lesson, but she hadn't actually done nothing to need no lesson. You just imagined it.
Yeah, doggies, that's right, ain't it? Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I ought never to have did it. Never to have did it. Dad blame me anyway.
Well, there's no use feeling sorrowful for what's already been did.
I do, though.
The thing to do is resolve not to do it again.
Aye, doggy, that's just what I'll do. Fact is, I'll resolve it right now. I won't never listen to my imagination again. I'll hate and despise it. That's what I'll do.
Good for you.
Yes,
It's the best resolve you've ever made.
Well, I'll stick by it.
It's going to do you more good than any one thing you could do.
Will it, sure enough?
Of course it will. Make a new man out of you.
Well, good for me for being a new man. Good for me.
And it'll be a whole lot easier on me, too, I can tell you that.
Yeah, oh, they cut down the old pine tree.
What did I tell you about that singing?
Oh, yeah.
That's a new rule I've just made. No singing during business hours.
Tis, huh? Aye, doggies, that's a good rule, too, Lum. Yes, sir. Say, I believe I'll call up Elizabeth and tell her about my new resolve right now.
You can tell her that when you get home for supper tonight.
No, I believe I better tell her right now, Lum. And besides, I want to see how she's getting along with the baby, little Charlie.
Say, it reminds me, ain't it about time Elizabeth was bringing the baby back down here to the store?
Huh?
You said she just wanted to see the baby for a few minutes.
Well, she can't bring it down right now, Lum, because she's too busy fixing up the room.
Fixing up what room?
Why? Well, that room we got there, that spare bedroom.
Well, what's it being fixed up for?
Oh, she's just fixing it up, that's all, making it look pretty and everything. You know how women folks likes to fix up rooms, decorate them and everything, you know.
Well, is somebody coming to visit you?
Well, no, not that I know of, ain't.
Well, who's the room for, then?
Why, I forget now.
Abner, who's the room for?
Well, it's for the baby.
That's just what I figured.
Huh?
Just what I figured.
Well, now, wait now, Lum. Let me explain this
There ain't
now.
nothing to explain. You call up Elizabeth and tell her to bring little Lum over to the store right away. That baby ain't gonna live over at your place.
Well, Lum, Elizabeth, and Pearl's got the room all fixed up, and they got a nice little crib for him to sleep in and everything.
We got a crib right here in the feed room for him. It's plenty good enough.
Well, they even got a name all picked out for him.
A name?
Yeah. Avery.
Avery?
Yeah.
For goodness sake.
I still like Charlie myself, but that old Pearl, she just got her heart set on calling him Little Avery.
Now, listen, Abner, Pearl or nobody else is going to name that baby. Now, you call up and tell them to get that baby back here right now.
Well, now, Lum, you said yourself that this store ain't no place to be raising a young'un.
Well, it's a lot better than having him being raised by a bunch of old-timey women folks.
Who's old-timey women folks?
Elizabeth is, and you know it.
Ah. Ain't done it. She's a fine woman.
Aiming on raising little Lum the modern scientific way.
Prattle.
Going to give him the right kind of a start in life.
Sassy-frass. Elizabeth knows a heap more about bringing up young'uns than you do, Lum. Why, she could even tell just by looking at little Charlie that you ain't been feeding him right.
How could she tell that?
Well, I don't know, but she said she could. You know, women folks, they just natural know them things, I reckon, Lum. First thing she done was to fix him up a batch of the right kind of food, and he ate it all. It was awful good for him, she said. It was a good thing that she come home when she did. That's what she said.
What'd she fix him?
Why? Well, I don't know. I never paid no attention to what all she fixed him. I'll tell you one thing, little Charlie ate it all up. I know that, and he appeared to feel a whole lot better, and he's looking better, too.
Granny, she's going to learn him so many bad habits, I never will get him straightened out.
She ain't learning no bad habits. He's
and
a
another
fine
thing,
boy.
I want you to quit calling him Charlie.
Huh?
That ain't his name.
Well, you said you never liked Avery. That's what they
I
want
don't like neither one of them for him. He don't look like a Charlie or a Avery.
He looks like a Charlie to me.
He looks like a little Lum.
Ah, he don't know. He's a nice-looking baby, and you know it, Lum.
I never said he wasn't.
Well,
The reason he looks like a little Lum because he's so nice looking.
Well, just one person's opinion, I reckon.
If you don't call up Elizabeth right now, I'm going over there and get the baby myself.
Well, now, wait a minute now, Lum. Maybe it might be better if you and Elizabeth both sort of took care of him.
Both of us?
Yeah, she can take care of him during the week, and, well, then you can have him on Sunday.
No, that won't work. A baby's got to be raised by one person. Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Well, now, Lum, it won't hurt it. Huh? Spoil the broth.
Yeah, that's exactly what'll happen.
Well, Elizabeth never spoiled no broth, Lum.
I know that.
Fact is, I don't think she even fixed up no broth for him, and if she did, I know she wouldn't spoil it. Elizabeth's an awful good cook, Lum.
I know she's a good cook.
Whereabouts did you hear she was cooking soup? Was you by the place this morning?
Of course not. I ain't been here all the time.
Well, where'd you find out? From the neighbors? Huh?
For goodness sakes.
Did they say what kind of soup it was?
All I said was...
I found you it was bean soup. That's what it was. I sure I seen a sack of beans there in the kitchen this morning. Doggies, I don't believe she ought to be giving bean soup to a baby, though.
She ain't giving no soup to no baby.
She ain't? Well, who's it for? Oh, wait a minute. What's the matter with me? She's making it for me.
For you?
Why, sure, she knows that's my favorite soup. Well, bless her heart. Bless her little heart. I believe I'll go home right now and get some of it.
Now, wait a minute, Abner. Don't go home, because you won't get no soup.
I won't?
No. All I said was too many cooks spoil the broth, and that means...
Too many cooks? Who else is there?
Grannies, I give up.
It's them neighbor women, that's who it is, cluttering up the kitchen. I've told Elizabeth about that time and again. Doggies, they all get in there and get the gossip in the first thing you know while they let something on the stove burn. That's more likely how they spoil the soup right there. Just let it burn, that's what they did.
Are you through talking now?
Doggies, Lum, I ain't gonna stand for a thing like this. I'm gonna give that woman of mine a piece of my mind.
Abner, get away from that phone.
Ain't nobody gonna ruin my favorite soup and get away with it. I'll tell them that right now.
Abner, don't forget your resolve. What about that resolve you made this morning?
That resolve was about my imagination. It weren't about no bean soup. Hello? Elizabeth? This your man, Abner. Listen here, you take that pot of burned soup and throw it out and make up a new batch right now. You heard me. Now, Elizabeth, don't try to act so innocent. I know everything. And get them women folks out of the kitchen, too. You know what women folks I'm talking about. Now, just get shut up and get that bean soup to cooking. All right, Doggers, when I come home at noon, it better be ready, too. I'll tell you that. Goodbye. Doggers, don't never get married, Lum. Women folks are just too hard to handle.
Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
All right, Doggers, Lum, I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, Jot 'em Down store. This is Lum and Abner.
Now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the matter of who's going to take care of the old fellow's foundling baby has been temporarily settled by a compromise. Abner's wife Elizabeth and Lum have agreed to take care of him on alternate days. This is one of the days Lum is to have him. And so, as we look in on the little community, we find the baby asleep in his crib in the feed room of the Jot 'em Down store and library. Lum and Abner are busy writing names for the baby on little slips of paper. Listen.
Wesley. That's a good one. Write that down.
Yeah, Wesley. W-E-S-L-E. Yeah, all right. Next.
Orlando.
O-R-L-A-N-D-O. Yeah, got it.
Sebastian, huh? Know the boy named Sebastian.
For the land sakes. S-E... How do you spell Sebastian?
Better make that Sam.
Oh, yes, Sam. S-A-M. Go on.
Lum.
Now, wait a minute. We already got Lum wrote down on one of these slips of paper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot, all right. How many names we got there now?
I don't know. I've been so busy writing, I ain't had time to count them.
Yeah, well, I believe that's enough.
It ought to be. My fingers are so tired I can't hardly hold a pencil.
About all I can think of anyway. Well, that's quite a pile of them there.
Did I write Charlie Abner down on one of them slips?
That's the first one you done.
Oh, yeah.
Now, pick them all up. Wait a minute. There's some on the floor there. Pick them up, too.
Oh, the wind must have blown them off from the table, I reckon.
There ain't no wind blowing today.
Oh.
You're just careless, that's all. Hurry up and pick them up so we can get the baby's name settled once and for all.
Yeah, I'm getting them. I reckon that's all of them, ain't it?
Now, wait a minute. Here's a couple more over here. Now, I'll get them.
Oh, yeah.
For goodness sakes, look at this floor, Abner. Look how dirty it is.
Dirty? Why, I swept it out just this morning, just like I do every morning.
Yeah, but sweeping out ain't good enough no more.
Ain't good enough.
Not on the days the baby's around the store. Beginning today, I want you to scrub the floor, Abner.
Scrub it?
Yeah, as soon as we get through with this name business, I want you to get a bucket of water and scrub the floor.
Well, now, just a minute now, Lum.
You don't want the baby to get germs from crawling around on the floor, do you?
Why, no, of course I don't.
All right, then. Do as I say.
Well, now, Lum, you ought to do the scrubbing. I do all the other work around here, sweeping and washing the windows and all such as that.
I'd love to do it, Abner, love to the worst way. But as long as this is our day to have the baby at the store, I've got to take care of him.
Well, you can do it while he's sleeping.
Oh, he's liable to wake up. No, I don't want to take no chances with him.
Well, now, if he wakes up, I can go back
Abner,
there.
we ain't going to discuss that no more. Besides, you know how it brings on my rheumatisms to run my hand down a bucket of cold water.
Yeah,
Just can't do it.
I've heard you say that, yeah.
And we just consider the matter settled, closed, and ended, and exterminated. Now, let's get on with this name drawing thing.
Well, all right, but I still don't see why I have to be the one that does...
Stop grumbling and get my hat off the wall over there.
Your hat? Where about you going?
I ain't going nowhere. We're just going to use the hat for the drawing.
Oh.
We'll put all the slips of paper with them names wrote on them in the hat. Then we'll take it into the feed room, let the baby reach in the hat, and whatever name he pulls out, that's it. That'll be his name from now on.
Oh, I see how it works now. Yeah, that's a good idea, Well, do we blindfold him first?
No, we won't need to do that.
Well, now, we don't want him to cheat now long.
Well, he can't read none of the names no way, so it don't matter whether he can see them or not.
Oh, yeah, that's right, ain't it? Well, here, I'll get your hat for you.
All I hope is that the baby don't pull out the name of Orlando. Kind of sorry I put that in there. Don't seem to fit him no way.
No, that's awful.
Better than Charlie Abner, though. Or that name Pearl wanted to give him, Avery.
Yeah, here's your hat, here. Okay, that's a new one, ain't it, Lum?
No, it's just my Sunday hat.
Oh,
I ain't wore it much.
no, it looks brand new.
Been hanging on the wall there in the parlor.
Yeah.
So when I bought it at the county seat about a year ago.
Where'd you get it? At the Mina Emporium?
Oh, yeah, I always buy most of my clothes to Mina Emporium. Especially when I want something fancy.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice store.
You got all the slips in the hat now?
Yeah. Come on, let's go back there and let little Charlie draw his name.
Well, wait a minute. We can't do it right now. He's asleep. You don't want to wake him up to do it.
Well, couldn't we just go back there and see if he ain't awake just a little bit long?
No, it ain't good for babies to do that to them, Abner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you run across the street and see if the mail's come? I think I seen the mail bag just a little while ago.
Well, I don't want to leave now, Lum. What if he wakes up while I'm gone? Then I'd miss out on a drawing.
No, you won't. If he wakes up, I'll wait till you get back.
Promise?
Why, sure.
All right, then. I'll be back just quick as I can, then.
Yeah, hurry up. You're more likely to be awake time you get back.
I hope so.
Let's see now. Where's some paper? Yeah, here we are. Rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. And you just pencils down.
Hi-ho, Muskrat.
Oh, it's you, Mousy. Granny, you scared me for a minute there. I thought you was Abner.
No, sir. I just saw Abner running across the street.
Yeah, I know.
Lum, could I have a few minutes of your time?
No, can't you see I'm awful busy right now, Mousy?
Well, this might be the opportunity that you're looking for, Lum.
I can't help it, Mousy. I'm too busy right now.
What are you doing there, Lum?
Oh, just something. Don't bother me, Mousy.
Gee, you sure work fast, don't you? What are you writing little Lum on all those slips of paper for?
Mousy, stop looking over my shoulder.
Well, what's that for, Lum?
Oh, nothing. Why don't you go home and run your detective agency?
Well, that's what I wanted to see you about, Lum. See, I'm retiring, and I want to sell the agency.
Retiring?
Yes, sir. Well, I just feel like I've given the best years of my life to that detective agency, and, well, I just want to get out of the old harness for a while.
What do you mean, the best years of your life? You just had the agency for a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir, but, well, see, we detectives live awful fast, Lum. Do you want to buy the agency?
No, I wouldn't be interested, Mousy.
I'll throw in my assistant, Operator XW104, alias the Blindfolded Wildcat, alias Cedric Weehunt.
I don't care if you throw in Dick Tracy and Superman. I still don't want it. Now, run along, Mousy. I'm busy.
Oh, I see. You're putting those slips into that hat there, aren't you? You going to have a drawing or a raffle of some kind, Lum?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it won't work out right, though, Lum, that-a-way. The way you're fixing it, why, the only name that can be drawn out of there is Little Lum.
Mousy, I know what I'm doing. Now, run on home or someplace. Uh-oh, there comes Abner back. Listen, Mousy, don't say nothing about this to Abner. It's sort of a joke I'm playing on him.
Oh, a joke?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of a joke, Lum?
Never mind. Just hush up now, because here he comes.
Yes, sir. Oh, there weren't no mail, Lum. Has the baby woke up yet?
No, he ain't, Abner, so you ain't missed nothing.
Oh, well, good. Well, howdy, Mousy. Hello, Abner. Say, Lum, you must have been mistook about seeing that mail hack, for Dick Huddleston said they ain't been here yet today.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, I must have saw something else in him.
Now, don't get away with it, Lum. Listen, the baby's awake, hearing crying.
Granny, he is crying.
Yeah, he's
I better see what's wrong with him.
Well, wait a minute, don't you want the hat?
Not yet. Wait till I get him stop crying.
Oh, well, hurry up. Say, Abner, would you like to get into the detective business? No, Mousy, not me. It's a great opportunity for a young fellow, Abner. Try to help him make a name for himself. Make a name for himself? Wait a minute, I believe you give me an idea, Mousy. Oh, gee, well, then you'll buy my agency? Buy your agency? I ain't buying no agency. I'm just going to make a name for somebody. Here, grab some of that paper there and tear it up in little strips, Mousy. Hurry up now, and then help me write Charlie Abner on every one of them. Come on now, hurry up before Lum gets back. Are you playing a joke on Lum, too? Yeah, that's it, a joke, I think. Hurry up. Charlie Abner. Hurry up, write him down there fast. Charlie Abner. Well, exactly how does this joke work, Abner? Now, don't talk so much, Mousy. Just put them slips in that hat right there. Put them on top of all the others there. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. The baby stopped crying. Lum will be coming back now. Yeah, that's it now. See, spread them around on the top. That way good. Cover up all them others in there. Now, don't say nothing to Lum about this. No, sir. Mind out. Here he comes. He's bringing the baby out here. Quiet.
I don't believe there was a thing wrong with the little rascal, Abner. I think he just wanted to see me. Look at him smile.
Well, hello there, little Charlie, or little feller. Hello there. Don't did you hear that? He said hello, Abner, just as plain.
He never done
He
no
did.
such a thing.
I believe he likes that name, Abner. But wouldn't it be funny if that was a name he drawed out of there? Charlie Abner?
Yeah, it would be funny. I ain't much worried about it, though.
Huh?
Little Lum's too smart to grow a name like that, ain't you? Hmm? There, he even said so himself, yeah.
Mom, you wouldn't want to bet nothing on that, would you?
Well, I ain't a betting feller, Abner, but I might wager a little on this. What'll we bet? Huh?
Let's see, I know. If he don't draw the name of Charlie Abner, I'll have to scrub the floor.
All right, and if he don't draw Little Lum, I'll scrub it.
I don't get that's a deal. Come on, hold the baby over here near the hat so it can draw a name there.
Yeah, come on, little feller.
Yeah, hold
You're
it
about to pick yourself out a fine new name. No, don't grab the hat. You'll spill all the names. Hold on to the hat, Abner.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, hold it up higher so me and you can see what name he's picking.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How's this?
That's good. All right, put your little hand in there.
Yeah, sort of put his hand in there for him.
That's it. That's right.
Has he got one yet?
I don't think so. Wait a minute. He's got one there.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
I don't get what does it say, Lum? What does it
Just
say?
a minute, let me read it. Well, I do know.
Is it Charlie Abner?
Get a bucket of water, Abner.
Huh?
Get a bucket of water and 2 scrub brushes.
2 scrub brushes?
Yeah, one for each one of us.
Well, what name did he draw, Lum?
There it is.
Huh?
Mina Emporium, size 7 1/4. Granny's, Abner. I believe that's our ring.
I don't get Lum. I believe you're right.
I'll see. Hello, jot 'em down, store. This is Lum and Abner.
Hello? Let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the old fellow's plan to have their foundling baby choose his own name by drawing a name from a hat failed completely, and so the battle over a name for the baby goes merrily on. As we look in on the little community today, we find both Lum and Abner in the Jot 'em Down store and library. Squire Skimp is just entering.
Well, gentlemen.
Well, howdy, Squire.
Hello, Squire. Come on back.
Ain't saw you for several days, Squire.
No, I've been busy. It's awful busy lately, It's been selling a lot of insurance these days.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed. In times of economic and financial uncertainty, people realize the importance of insurance more than ever,
Yeah, I reckon so.
Why, we got all the insurance we can handle, Squire. Well, don't worry, Abner. I had nothing of the sort in mind. Why, however, I'm glad you did bring up the topic of insurance, Abner.
We never brung it up. You brung it up yourself.
Well, maybe you're right, Lum. Maybe you're right. Yes, well, I'm glad I brought it up then, because it puts me in mind of something that you gentlemen should consider. How? I feel as though I've been shirking my duty towards my fellow man by not having thought of this before.
Just a minute, Squire. Exactly what are you talking about?
Why, the new arrival who has come to grace your lives, Lum, the bundle of joy, that homeless little waif.
You mean the baby?
Oh, yes, that tiny, innocent lamb. What joy the patter of infant footsteps must bring to your heart. But remember, he will not be an infant for long, Lum. Soon he will become a young man and will have to face the future. And his future, gentleman, has now become your responsibility.
Just what are you driving at, Squire?
Well, just this, Lum. You've got to provide money for that baby's education. And the only way to
to do it is with an insurance policy.
An insurance policy for the baby?
Yes, that's right.
Well, he's too young to be taking out a policy, Squire.
Why, sure, he couldn't keep up no payment, Squire. He ain't got no money and he ain't working now.
He ain't even got a job.
Why, no.
Well, you gentlemen are the ones who'll have to make the payments. That's what I meant by this being your responsibility.
Oh, yeah, I see. I never thought of it just that way before.
Well, is that legal, us making the payments on his policy that way?
Oh, yes, it's perfectly legal, Abner, yes, indeed.
Well, wait a minute, though. He can't fill out them insurance blanks of yours or answer any of them questions you always ask, Squire. He ain't learned how to write. Well, or talk neither, hardly.
Well, that doesn't matter, Abner. I can take care of all that. Now, I'd suggest for you our 20-year endowment policy for, say, $5,000.
$5,000?
Well, you want him to have a good education, don't you, Lum?
Of course we do, but I don't know, Squire. I don't believe me and Abner could afford to keep up the payments on that big a policy.
Oh, tut, Lum. The payments aren't as high as you might think. But I'll tell you what I'll do, Lum. Of course, now you understand I'm only doing this because of our deep friendship and because I'm greatly interested in the baby's welfare. I wouldn't want this passed around, but here's what I'll do. I'll cut those payments to just 1/4 of the regular premium for you.
1/4?
Yes, indeed.
Granny, are you sure you can do that, Squire?
Oh, well, don't worry. I'll manage somewhere along.
Well, I believe we ought to take advantage of that.
Yes, well, I figured you would, Lum, a smart businessman like you.
Yeah. I still don't see how you can do it, though.
Oh, well, it's a little technical maneuver that we insurance men call quarterly payments, Lum.
You call it what?
Never mind now, Lum. It's not important at all. I'll explain all that more fully later on. Thing to do now is to get these blanks all filled out here.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
It won't take but a minute. Now, let's see. I had some of those blanks, I'm sure. That's a letter from, no, here's the blanks right here. Yes, 20-year endowment. Now, first of all, we have to have the baby's name. That goes right here.
His name, huh?
Yes.
Little Lum.
Now, wait just a minute here now.
Go ahead, Squire. Put that down. Little Lum.
No, you don't either, Squire. His name is Charlie Abner.
It ain't no such a thing.
Well, it ain't Little Lum, I know that.
Abner, this ain't no time to get into another argument about his name. Can't you see we got to get this insurance blank filled out?
Well, I know that, Lum.
You want to ruin this baby's whole life?
Ruin his whole life?
Why, sure. If we don't put his name down on the blank, he can't get the insurance, and then he can't never go to college. And if he don't go to college, he won't never make a success out of himself. He'll be a failure. That's what he'll be.
He will, huh?
Why, sure. Someday, when he's a grown-up man, he'll be ragged and hungry, and every time he goes up to some woman's back door to beg for a few crumbs of bread, the woman will say, "Oh, you poor little feller, what happened to you?" He'll say, "Abner Peabody done this to me."
Oh, my goodness, don't say that now, Lum.
You don't want that to happen to you?
Well, I know I don't want him saying that about me.
All right, then go ahead, Squire. Write down Little Lum.
Now, just a minute here. His name is Charlie Abner.
Oh, for goodness sake. Now, listen.
Well, gentlemen, just a minute now. I think we can settle this argument for you here. Neither one of those names will do.
Huh?
We have to have the legal name of the child. Don't you know what his real name is?
No, that woman that left him here never told us his name or nothing.
Well, didn't you find some identification of some sort on the baby, Lum? Say an identification tag or something like that with his name on it?
No, not a thing.
There was a little locket around his neck.
Yeah, but it never said nothing on it.
No.
There's a place inside the locket for a picture, but there weren't no picture there. Weren't somebody had taken it out of there. Yeah, that's very strange. Very odd indeed. Do you mind if I take a look at that locket? No, you don't mind. Get it for him, Abner.
Well, Lum, the baby's clean over to my place.
I know, but the locket ain't. It's over in the cash drawer. I taken it off of him the other day. I think little boys ought to be wearing lockets.
Oh, well, that's different. Sure, I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get it for you.
Well, Sir Lum, have you heard anything from that woman? Has she sent you any messages, or have you found out anything about who she might be? Anything about her at all?
No, we ain't heard nothing, and we ain't found out nothing.
Well, I do know, Elsa. That's very strange, very strange.
Yeah, here's a locket, Squire.
Oh, yes, thank you, Abner.
I've studied that thing quite a bit. I ain't never found no writing on it or nothing.
Well, I don't either. Don't seem to see a thing here that would identify the little rascal. I can hope that this might give us some clue, but I'm afraid not. Yes, sir, that's very strange. Very strange indeed. Yes, here's a locket, Abner.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do about this insurance policy, Squire?
Well, I'm afraid that we'll just have to hold up on that until we can find out more about the baby, Lum. I hate to lose out on the sale, but, I hate to see the baby's future neglected this way, but I don't see any other way out of it.
So do I. Of course, I never had thought about an insurance policy, but it's a good idea.
Oh, the finest thing in the world, and particularly at that rate that I'm making, the finest thing in the world, yes.
Well, we're still trying to find a name for him. If we find a name for him, will that do?
Well, yes, when that is his legal name, Lum, why, that's all that's necessary to put on the policy is his legal name. And when the legality of the name is proven, well, I'll accept it.
Well, glad to hear that. I sort of figured on sending him to Harvard or Yale with that insurance money.
Yes, well, now, of course, we might be able to work it out some other way. And in the meantime, if you find out any information about the baby in the next couple of days, why, call me up, Lum.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And I'll do a little investigating myself. I'd like to see this thing through for you. Well, I'll be in contact with you, gentlemen.
Yeah, all right. So long, Squire.
Yes, so long.
I hate to miss out on that insurance for a little while. Squire was giving us such a good deal and all, too.
Doggy, Lum, look here. Look at this locket right here for a minute. See here, some of that gold stuff is peeling off inside there, and there's something underneath there, I believe.
Let's see that.
Right over here, right there on that side there. See, look right in there.
Yeah, it is peeling off, ain't it?
Yeah. Ain't that writing or something under there? Look here.
No, it ain't writing. It looks more like a little bitty drawing of some kind.
Drawing?
It's a little. I can't hardly make it out, though.
Well, maybe it's a picture of the baby. I bound you that's what it is, Lum.
Well, it ain't that kind of a picture, Abner. This is something engraved right into the locket.
It is, huh?
Let me get the rest of this gold stuff peeled off.
Yeah. Get some more of it there. Hey, Doggy, look at that stuff roll off there, would you? Hurry up, Lum. Hurry up.
Hurry as fast as I can.
It might be a picture of his papa or his uncle or something.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
This is a coat of arms.
Coat of arms?
Yeah. That's what it is, all right. Looky there.
Well, all coats has got arms in them, Lum. When they ain't got arms in them, they call them vests.
I know that. I ain't talking about that kind of a coat. This is insignia.
Huh?
You know, the things that kings have.
Kings?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Aye, Granny, Abner, you know what we might have?
What?
We might have baby king.